need to work in the quantity of schools, but also in what happens in the schools. I presented a report of all the efforts we have been making to improving in the quality, and one of the efforts is granting the schedule and the whole program, and that all of our students have the opportunity to develop the whole educational program. We develop the thematic program, and there are 15 objectives average for a year. But when you propose these 15 objectives in school, it's difficult to teach all this uh, schedule in that time. So it's important to respect the school schedule and the 40 hours of class. It is very important because this year we propose several objectives that I'm going to summarize in 5. Attention, directors of educational zones, schools, and high schools. Attentive. We have been thinking in focusing efforts in the following 5 objectives. First, we have outlined ourselves the objective that any child or young person of the country is out of the school system of Venezuela. The educational system of Venezuela has 85% of students in public education, a great achievement of these years of humanist revolution. 25 years ago, the educational system in public schools was destroyed in the country, and the numbers were backwards. Barely 40% of students were in public system, and the school drop-in were reaching numbers of 60%. Today we have 35% in public schools and high schools, but we need more so that each social movement, each communal council, each head a team and a community, its chief of the popular forces must have the objective that each children must have a school, each young people a high school, something that has to do with quantitative fact. The great mission Young Venezuela, led by Minister Grecia Colmenares, Minister of Youth, Minister Ricardo Sanchez also here, Minister of the Popular Power for University Education, Minister of Education, and President of the Study Center Simon Bolivar, Alejandro Lopez, Professor, Researcher, Vice Minister of Medium Education, Professor, and these are great tasks we have to address. And also in second place, we need to reach and propose ourselves 5 days of class a week and at least 5 hours a day of class. We need to make all the choices and the support to achieve this 5 hours of class, 5 days a week, something that is necessary for the educational process, for the process of development of knowledge that has been proved at all levels. In third place, we need to carry out a proper distribution of teachers and professors in schools and high schools so that they have full staff in all of these schools, something that requires a great effort of consciousness, will, participation, and commitment of my brothers and sisters, teachers, and professors of Venezuela. A great hug for all of you in this happy year. In fourth place, increasing, as Hector Rodriguez was talking about, increasing the quality of all of the educational programs, the quality of the contents, and update them in a permanent way. The quality of the programs and the quality of the teaching methods, methods of motivation, pedagogical methods, as they call it, didactical methods. What is a didactic and pedagogical method? The way in which the teacher, the professor, meets with his students and stimulates the interest in knowledge, study, critical analysis, consciousness, and develops qualities and talent in their students, in their boys and girls. From the smaller of the primary schools, Miraflores was filled yesterday of all these little kids. It was beautiful, and I am full of happiness when I share with the children of Venezuela, because when I look in their eye, I know that they are the future of this homeland that is going to be great and powerful and independent, free and sovereign and peaceful. In fourth place, the quality of all of the programs, and we are going to prioritize the programs to keep strengthening social sciences, geography, history, to keep strengthening science, biology, chemistry, mathematics, physics, to keep strengthening ethics and spiritual formation, the knowledge of ethics, Republican and Bolivarian ethics, which is so essential in the formation of citizens of good, honest citizens, and useful for their homeland, community, and families. That's education. Is where we have the most important task to defend the right to a future of Venezuela. It's education that now has a special tension. Nor even in the hardest times of economic war and criminal sanctions, a school was touched to close it. On the opposite, I created BRICOMILES to recover it, and this year we're going to recover 100% of schools and high schools. How are we going to do it? They asked Dario, and he said, doing it. In the fifth place, these 5 lines that we have been developing, we have launched, and we need to deepen in it, increase the capacity of direction in schools and high schools, and reduce bureaucratisms, the methods of direction, and increase the level of formations of the staff, workers, teachers, so that they can dedicate 100% of their time to education, to forming, to train, and stimulate knowledge, human methods of we have learned of them in leadership. A director must be a leader of their educational community, of their school, of their high school, has to be close to the children, to the youth, dialoguing talking to them. I never forget this director of high school, Jose Avalo, who passed away recently, Professor Pedro Guevara. In a marvelous way, he educated us, trained us, and directed us, and led us. In the marvelous way, he knew how to fill this Bolivarian impetus and helped us to study Bolivar and taught us the path of socialism, ground-minded in the and take care of our life in the face of so much repressions and the life of the students in the moment of massacres. I hope that I'll never forget him, that leadership going upstairs. I'll never forget when we summoned General Assembly of all students in greetings to all of the communities of El Valle. I will never forget there in the multiple uses hall that Celita knew in this visit, how we met with hundreds and all of the students to debate, to talk, and Pedro Guevara appeared and gave us his talks, his dialogues. I think Pedro Guevara, that marvelous professor, director of high school, by that time was the example of what a director must be in times of revolution. Every director of schools and high school needs to study Simon Rodriguez. I want to give all professors, all teachers of high schools, I want to give them the most important books of Professor Simon Rodriguez, because we need to reinvent ourselves or we're going to fail. These are 5 guidelines that we're going to work. We're coming back from marvelous Christmas, happy, in peace. Little by little, people are coming from Christmas. We broke a record today with a participation of 50%. But this school years, I said it, and it's going to be this way. School year 2024-2025, and this second pedagogical moment that started today, it's going to be remembered as the school year of educational transformation, of the quality of education in Venezuela. The best school year in decades. You will see it. You will see it here and there and everywhere, because we're going to Maracaibo. We're going to El Zulia right now. In Maracaibo, Parish, Santa Lucia, Sector Valle Frio, 2nd Avenue. There we have a Zulia team, Mayor Caldera, and the educational personnel. Could you please bring me the to meet him, director of the Center of Primary School, Dr. Serrano, General of Brigade, Luis Padron, in charge of BRICOMILES of the state, Zulia, General, Patriot and Revolutionary, Mayor Luis Caldera, General of Division, Javier Magallanes, Commander of Zulia. Greetings to Zulia. We're going to deliver to the Center of Primary School, Dr. Serrano. Go ahead, Zulia. We're here happy to re-inaugurate and this renovation of this Center of Education that has 74 years educating children of this parish of Maracaibo. We're here with the authorities you just mentioned. Greetings to you and all of the authorities present here. We're delivering new these installations with 157 children of the homeland that are here getting all of the school material and also equipments, computers, boards, tables, and chairs. And we have incorporated the Ministry to create. There are 13 professors, workers, and here are the children who send you greetings with the young Kendall Zuniga. Where is her? Come here. She wants to send a greeting to you and all there present. Good afternoon. My name is Kendall Zuniga. We want to thank you, first of all, to God, to the President Nicolas Maduro, and the Minister, and the Vice Minister, and Mission Beautiful Venezuela. Here's his children, his child, Kendall Zuniga, sending blessings, my commander, and greetings. Children and professors are happy. Here is the director of Plantel who wants to thank. She has been director for 18 years and working in this center for 36 years. And Professor Daniel Urdaneta. Go ahead, Professor. Good afternoon, my dear President. First of all, I want to thank God and also to you for this great re-inauguration of our educational center, the educational staff, the children, and the community. Thank you for our institution. Blessings to you, President. And well, Commander, taking advantage that we have the holidays that we're going to send toys to these children here. We want to end this transmission with a group of El Empedrado Santa Lucia that wants to dedicate a song to the children here in this parish, guided schools for children. I want to finish this with a song for all those listening.
Bueno, adelante ustedes, estamos esperando aquí la gaita.
We are waiting here.
Que suene la gaita. Y mi saludo a Kendall. Kendall es muy
and
bonita.
Greetings to Kendall, she's beautiful.
A una de mis nietas, Kendall. Se emocionó
Seems
con
like
su mensaje.
one of my granddaughters.
Adelante, gaita.
Rayo del Catatumbo. Muchachos, dame un permiso para presentar el camión que tenemos aquí atrás. El automolas con el poder de Relámpago el Catatumbo presento Argen y Matías. En el furro, Bárbara y Juan. En la charraca, Isaías Huertas. La vueltecita, la vueltecita. mi persona, Luis Mabosca. Lo más bello, más atrayente del mundo, donde nace las estrellas y el rayo del Catatumbo. Esta es la ciudad más bella, más atrayente del mundo, donde nacen las estrellas y el rayo del Catatumbo. Muchísimas gracias.
Adelante, mi comandante.
Un aplauso desde aquí, vale.
Applause from here,
Mi saludo a toda esa
and
muchachada.
greetings to all of those
Gaiteros y
children.
gaiteras. Allá está la
Here
sede
is
del Movimiento Nacional de la
the
Gaita.
headquarters
en
of
Maracaibo.
the
Mi saludo a
Gaita
Ingrid
movement
y a
in
todos los gaiteros y
Maracaibo.
gaiteras.
Greetings
de ayer,
to
de
all
hoy,
of
Y con estos niños y niñas,
those
los
present
gaiteros y
there
gaiteras,
with these
para
children
siempre que
forever.
suene la tambora, que arranque el furruco
Let's
y
start
que se
with
escuche la
a
voz del Zulia.
tambourine, and
Desde aquí le digo al Zulia,
from here I say to
hasta la
Zulia,
victoria siempre,
honored
Zulia. Que
ever
Dios
to
bendiga a
victory.
esos niños y
God
niñas,
bless those
futuro
children,
de la
the
patria
future
grande.
of the great homeland.
General Padrino.
General
La
Padrino,
satisfacción siempre,
we always have the satisfaction
la fusión
of the
popular,
fusion, popular, military, and police
en
fusion
acción.
in action.
Siempre insisto en la coherencia.
I always insist
entre
in
el
coherence
pensamiento
between
humanista bolivariano,
humanist Bolivarian
futurista del siglo
thinking
XXI,
of the 21st century we have, and
compromete
the word that
el
commits
discurso, la palabra,
the
el
speech,
mensaje
the message
y la
we
acción que
convey,
concreta,
and the action
¿verdad? Con resultados.
that concretes
Cuando
and
creamos las
provides
brigadas
results.
comunitarias militares,
When we
la
created
extrema
the
derecha, que
communitary
desconoce la
military
Fuerza Armada y al pueblo,
brigades,
se burló.
the extreme right
Y qué
mocked
felicidad,
of it,
general en jefe,
and
qué felicidad, oficiales y
how
soldados de nuestra
happy
patria,
we are that
que nuestros niños y
our
niñas están
children
recuperando
have been
todas sus
recovering
instalaciones
all of their
educativas de la mano de
educational
sus soldados,
facilities
de sus
at the
hombres y
hands
mujeres
of their
uniformes,
soldier,
general Padrino.
the uniformed men and women. That's it. It has been an enrichful experience. Everything regarding BRICOMILES, the communitary military brigades for health and education, the armed forces, as you know, was involved in every territory to make of this a reality, a tangible reality, as you said, because it has generated a positive result. Soldiers, officers, militias, hugging directors, and the children that are part of that community. We have created a community, a system, a subsystem there that makes everything possible with love. And we have done this, my Commander-in-Chief, as you indicated, in the midst of criminal sanctions on our homeland, imperialist sanction. We must say that in each school, in each hospital, and we haven't give up. We are working. A single school, a single hospital has not been closed, and now in a police military popular fusion we have got stronger, and we are living a beautiful experience to the children. And of course we have the commitment and listening to your guides for education. I think we can make a great contribution to the defensive territorial system and add to these guidelines the BRICOMILES we have been executing, and we do this because we are in peace. We live in a country in peace, even when there are fascist factions that want to disrupt peace. We're living in a moment of peace, and that peace is going to extend to the future, and there will be education for the children of this homeland. I like that concept. Peace cannot be stuck here, and they cannot reverse it. We all go with peace. We are all peace. That's why fascism intends to disrupt tranquility of the Venezuelans, but here the right to stability, peace, and tranquility is going to triumph. I said it to you, it has been this way, and it will continue to be this way. No one will disrupt tranquility and the right to life, to development of our country. That simply, in the worst circumstances, it was proven that we, with our own effort, can achieve anything. In the worst circumstances, the most adverse circumstances, the most difficult circumstances. We had difficult times, but we overcame this, and here we go, making progress, and now we go to the Great Colombia, this educational unity founded and built by teacher Luis Beltrán Prieto Figueroa. I had the pleasure to meet him and talk to him for a long time, and I knew his concept of educational unities, the Great Colombia among them, his concept of education, one of the greatest teachers after Simon Rodriguez, the great wise of pedagogy, Maestro Beltrán Prieto Figueroa, and I have decided to bring him to the National Pantheon, the liberator teacher, our dear Professor Beltrán Prieto Figueroa enters the great Pantheon with honors. We will get him there, and we need to highlight his way of thinking, his experience, and I'm happy to give you this broadcast. I can see Vice Minister William Hill and the professor, I don't have the name of them. So the educational complex Gran Colombia, go ahead. Greetings, my commander, from here the parish Saint Rosalia Educational Complex Gran Colombia. I want to tell you, commander, that this educational complex is the greatest of Caracas, with 5,440 students divided in all the educational levels. But here, my commander, we're going to deliver recovered a special center of children that are deaf with hearing disability, but with the love of these teachers. We have here the director of the educational complex, our teacher Alba Coelho, and we have Karine, director of this special school, the vice minister, the commander of the zone, representing the BRICOMILES that have done so much in Caracas, our BRICOMILES. Also with the movement of parents, our popular power organized in each of the parishes of Caracas. And we are also joined by a deputy of the National Assembly that is deaf, and in this school we are carrying out a beautiful work with children that have this disability. We're going to enter, commander. We have recovered everything. Here we have the BRICOMILES and all of the people who helped recover in this school, the teachers, the popular power organized, everyone is here in a school that with our children with this disability, but they are very happy. We have learned sign language today, but our director will explain us how is the process, and also it's a school for 70 children, and currently there are 33. There might be children over there that have no room in a special school, but here we have room for him. Professor Carey. First of all, grateful President for this recovery. This is a beautiful school, and I'm pleased to work here and welcome the families. We have capacity for 70 students, but right now we only have 33 children because maybe they don't know the school of deaf. And the most important thing is to form a deaf child here with other people representing their culture. From the bottom of my heart, I would like to say that we're thankful. Look, the children, greetings for the president. Today we have learned how children say to you in sign language. Let's let the children say it, super mustache. We learned that in sign language today. Let's see here how other rooms that have been remodeled. They have a special park here. We have the computer room. Our Vice Minister William Hill, who is in charge of all of the equipment, can inform us of this 102 schools you are delivering today. In Caracas, we have 4. Go ahead, William. Thank you. We are happy to accompany the second pedagogical movement that is starting the classes in this year. At the beginning of the past, you were saying the qualitative element, and we want to add what follows. You reflected that we once recovered the institutions of national levels with the BRICOMILES. After that, we have been carrying out assemblies with the Bolivarian movement of families and the organized communities. And in these assemblies, we identified who was a plumber, a construction worker, and with these communities, we established the permanent BRICOMILES, which are parents and representatives of the students in these schools committed, so that in this school we can form a permanent brigade of BRICOMILES that allow to maintain these institutions you have delivered that are renewed. The popular organization BRICOMILES and the Bolivarian movement of families as a guarantee that this school will remain in time and continue to enhance our education. Here we have the commander of Saudi that has accompanied us in Caracas with the BRICOMILES in recovering all the schools in Caracas. The miracle of BRICOMILES that has reached all of the corners of Caracas, Jose Ramon Figueras General Division. My Commander-in-Chief, today the Bolivarian Armed Forces joins this celebration today, January 7th, 2025, where we see these children to return to class after vacation of the holidays that were carried out in peace. And here we have beautiful children, and the armed forces joined the task to continue with these strategic guidelines that you provided. You must be sure that we will comply your order. And the dream of our Supreme Eternal Commander Hugo Chavez Today we can see the faces of the children at special education facility, but here all the children are at the same level from a social point of view. You must know that the armed forces will continue to be deployed for the BRICOMILES of education and health. Thank you, General Figueras. Here are the children happy because holidays have arrived for the children. But they also want in their sign language. They want to sing a song. And here we have the translator.
Y tu horizonte en mis ojos. No envidio el vuelo ni el nido el turpial. Soy como el viento en la mies. Siento al Caribe como a una mujer. Soy así, ¿qué voy a hacer? Soy desierto, selva, nieve y volcán. Y al andar dejo una estela. El rumor de llano en una canción que me desvela. Y si un día debo de naufragar y el tifón rompe mis velas, enterra mi cuerpo cerca del mar, en Venezuela.
¡Bravo, bravo! ¡Qué belleza!
So beautiful. And here we have the teachers, professors. Also we have a specialized teacher, but also a teacher who's deaf and explains everything to the children. I would like that our director explains this to send the broadcast to President Maduro. From here, we greet you with a lot of love from the bottom of my heart.
Besos y bendiciones.
Blessings to all of you.
Besos y bendiciones. Y alegre y reconfortado.
Happy and comforted because this special education school has the name of a great woman, Helen Keller, a great leader of the United States of America, that early in the 19th century and part of the 20th century, she defended the rights of people with disabilities, with sight problems, the hearing problems. She vindicated them, and she became a leader of the socialist ideas in the U.S., the great Helen Keller. You should study her life. In the U.S., there have been good people, positive people, and from this school remodeled by the BRICOMILES, I thank Professor and Director Karin Aristigueta, probably a Basque last name, and the General Director of the Gran Colombia Complex, Professor Alba Coelho. I want to visit you soon. I want to be next to you soon. To remember, I can greet from here all of the people of the neighborhood Gran Colombia, all of those, that area. I used to visit that area with a great friend, that Raúl Sanoa, that afterwards was killed. And I don't forget that from those fights and the dreams of those fights these paths, these forces that we have arrived. God bless you ever. We give you renewal the School of Special Education, Helen Keller. Congratulations to everybody. Thank you, children. Thank you, professors. Thank you very much.
Gracias, bendiciones.
Blessings.
Bueno, uno no deja de emocionarse. Siempre agradezco a Dios, como lo decía ayer,
We don't stop to be moved. I always thank God, as I was saying last night in the meeting we held. I always thank God for being here. I'm here for the will of God Almighty, for the will of our people, and with the blessings of God and the blessings of our people, the path will remain in peace, in stability, to provide education to these children, to grant it with education, culture, knowledge, and science, and this great generation leads this homeland to great levels of development, stability, and social happiness. From El Zulia to Caracas. And from Caracas we'll leave directly to San Juan de los Morros. There in Cantaura Street, Puerta Negra neighborhood, Paris, San Juan de los Morros, to deliver new basic school at Maria de Lara. There we have the children, General of Division Andel Sorrentino, Commander of the Sonibarico, Authority of Education Professor Elias Zurita, Regional Coordinator Teacher Hurtado, Director of the school Liliana del Carmen Medina, the students there, and Governor Jose Vázquez. Go ahead, San Juan de los Morros. Thank you, President. We greet you from here, from the door of Los Llanos, in the Morros de San Juan. We are in the entry to El Castrero, an area you know very well. On behalf of your government and the Bolivarian government, we came to deliver this school, new Amalia de Lara. We are here with the children, with this happiness today, with 100% of schools open, children coming back to school, the return to class, accompanied by children and professors. We're going to see how the school was renewed, and we were analyzing the support of the Bolivarian Armed Forces and the Bolivarian government, thanks to whom today we are delivering 11 schools that have been renewed with necessary renewals to achieve more than 500. We're going to enter one of the classrooms. I'm here with the director who wants to tell you some words. And Jesus, a student, what I want to say. Greetings, Mr. President. I'm Jesus Morera, student of this school. I study here from primary school, and today I'm in 6th grade. I want to say thank you on behalf of my partner, first to God, to you, Mr. President, the Minister of Education, Hector Rodriguez, our Governor, Jose Vázquez, and the authorities, El Dr. Elias Zurita and the Guard of the People, for your generosity that you have shown in the recovery of our school. That is beautiful. Thanks to your support today, we are very happy because now our school has a field with good conditions and exclusive for all of us. Thank you. The roof, windows, the electric system have been renovated, and I want the director to express her opinion and tell us how that process was along with the armed forces. Well, good afternoon. First of all, thank God for this moment. Thank you, Mr. President, for this strategic that has been implemented in recent years and has allowed that benefit reach all of our children of our homeland. We are thankful because today our school is in a total renewal thanks to the perfect link Governor Fede BRICOMILES, the guard of the people. Thanks to this united work, we can say today, as the great Professor Luis Beltran said, the school is portraying not the society we want, but the society we have, a society free, ready to the pedagogical work. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you, Liliana. President, another area we want to show you that is permanent in the Guárico state. It's health, goes to school. We have doctors, nurses, taking care of all children in Guárico. And the whole process, it has been a permanent as you order, along with the Ministry of Popular Power for Education and Health, to bring to every school a special health care. And I want to thank on behalf of the Guariqueño people to all of the doctors and children and authorities, health authorities. I want the General of SOE to provide some words about this process. Thank you, Commander-in-Chief. We're very proud of the National Bolivarian Armed Forces, and we want to express the words of the Article 328 of the Constitution of Venezuela that establishes the active participation of the Bolivarian Armed Forces in national development. And we're not only doing it for the children and the future of our homeland, but also we are taking and providing your complying with your orders, and each of the components are preparing to learn, doing for peace, and that's what we are doing today in our state Guárico and in San Juan de los Morros and each of the 15 municipalities where BRICOMILES are active. Thank you, General. Well, President, we send the signal back. If there's any question, we have Venezuelan music as well. With happiness and joy, it's part of this consolidation of peace, and you have been saying it. Go ahead, President.
Como fabrico un queso, como se ordeña una vaca y cómo debe comportarse una mujer de su casa. Por eso no me verán por ahí en esas trizapas, arrocheras, zancumbiendas, reggaetones y bachiatas. Usted me puede encontrar bailando y a pura pata, donde se escucha un conjunto con arpas, cuatro y baracas.
Excelente, qué bella. Un
Excellent, so beautiful. Applause. In Exulia, they gave us a gaita. In San Juan de los Morros, they gave us a beautiful passage. This beautiful voice of the child, the children. We need to increase cultural activities in schools, in high schools, everything. Cultural activities is part of the plans we have to develop. I like the concept of General Anderson Rendon to learn doing and do by learning. Learn doing peace and make peace by doing. We're warriors of peace. We're men and women of peace, warriors of peace, warriors of light, warriors of the truth, warriors of God, Bolivarian warriors of the people. And this beautiful homeland has the right to peace for this beauty, so that education blossoms and culture as well. This year I was seeing that we were able to distribute 3 million uniforms. We haven't mentioned it too much, but 3 million backpacks with educational tools, step by step. That's why we have a budget, step by step, all this with love, love for our homeland, love for the greatest we have, which is the future. Love and love. Let's multiply the capacity of love to create revolution. What is the revolution? Love in action with concrete results for equality and happiness. Greetings to El Guárico, to all of those children of El Guárico, children, students, parents, professors, representative, Guárico. See you soon. God bless you.
Y del Guárico nos vamos por el llano.
And from Guárico we go to El Llano.
Transmutando los caminos, como dicen las canciones. Vamos directo
We're going
a Carigua.
directly to Carigua.
Vámonos, como le dijo la mona al mono, vámonos directo a Carigua, allá en
directly
la
to
La
Carigua,
Corteza,
there in the urbanization La Corteza,
Avenida 2,
Avenue
con
2nd,
calle 2,
Street 2,
Parroquia a Carigua.
Parish a Carigua.
Allá está precisamente
There we have
la profesora
Professor Maria Murillo, director of the Educational Center Trina de Moreno, along with Mayor Rafael Torrealba and Director Corteza Alvarez, and students of the Bolivarian Organization of Students with Manuel Elorza, and with all of the children. Today starting the second pedagogical movement of the school year 2024-2025. We're moving forward. Go ahead, Carigua. Greetings, President. Blessings to you. Blessings to our Minister Hector Rodriguez, to our General-in-Chief Adriano Lopez, from here, from Portuguesa, specifically in the educational complex Trina de Moreno of the Paz municipality. We are here along with our popular power and our communes, communal councils, our UVT, everything in a civical military union. Here in this institution, President, I want to tell you that it was renewed entirely 100%. Thanking firstly you and our minister, an institution that encompasses 1,500 students from several levels of education. And I want to tell you, President, that from this land of Portuguesa, today we had a return to class that was happening in the 1,310 places that have our school, along with our teacher, workers, welcoming our students and the future of this homeland. But let's see what our mayor Rafael Torrealba says. That San Miguel Arcángel and the Virgin of La Corteza, dear President, bless you and accompany you and your work team. Today we're joyful and enthusiastic seeing the mere existence and manifestation of the love of the Bolivarian Revolution, the love you provide and transmit to us through this entire recovery of this educational institution where children are going to be trained for the future. This beautiful fusion that today more than ever guarantees peace and love for the whole people of Venezuela is manifested here today, President, in this community, in this institution, and with you we will always triumph and will go to the conquer of a better life quality for our people. President, to Carigua, men and women, we are strong to defend peace, what you have called us for and what you have said, from the school blessings and happiness of our people. But let's leave our director, Cortez Alvarez, provide some word. Greetings, Mr. President. Here from Carigua, we're thankful and happy for all this work that was carried out in the institution. Today, welcoming these uniforms, backpacks, and tools, educational material. Thankful to you, to your work here. This institution is happy. It's very happy. I have no words to express how this work was carried out here in this institution. As my boss said, thanks to the BRICOMILES, thanks to FEDE, and all the entities that have collaborated here. And we send cameras to our student, Manuel Elorza. I'm Manuel Elorza, I'm 15 years old, and I'm in 5th year in this institution. I want to thank our governor, our mayor, and you, President, for everything you have done in this institution, painting it and providing these tools to our students. Thank you, and we are with you. Well, President, from here, from Portuguesa, we are entirely thankful with your administration, our president, our constitutional president, re-elected by the whole people of Venezuela. Thank you, President, for everything you have done for the education of this country, of the people of Portuguesa, because we are here working for an educational quality as our children deserve it, the children of Bolivar, the children of Venezuela. Long live our President, Nicolás Maduro Moros. Greetings to Carigua. Greetings to the mothers, cookers. A hug to you that are joining the great movement Carlos Lanz. The movement Carlos Lanz and Cook Mother were going to the production of school, the most extent school fields, and we need to establish everything there, livestock, and well, cultivate everything that can be cultivated because we educate ourselves with our hands. Young and people and children must learn to use their hands to build a table, a chair, and the development of abilities with their hands causes a superior development of the brain. With a good education, ethic, moral, scientific, and humanist, it's going to create what the professor said in San Juan de los Morros. Quoting Maestro Teacher Prieto, professor said the school must project the society we want to build. The school must convey the society we want to build. With our hands, with example, with education, with knowledge, the school must be an ecosystem of coexistence, harmony, union, and therefore we need to fight this battle against the harmful effect of social media. Professor Maria Murillo, Professor Corteza Alvarez, and the mayor is also a professor. He comes from the educational field. Manuel Lorza, the children. I have a meeting these days with all of the national leadership of the students of medium education because I want to talk with them about this issue of the challenges in social media that have killed 3 students and a lot of students hurt in Venezuela because of TikTok. The head of TikTok has blood on his hands, and the Venezuelan community must know it, and the youth must know it, because they know what they do when they manipulate social media and send messages or viral challenges to children. And look, the outcome. Recently, a person, a lady, died, burned due to a viral challenge. She was set on fire to carry out this viral challenge. Is that legal? Is that moral? Is it acceptable? I ask you, teachers, parents, what TikTok does with their viral challenges is legal. Is it positive? Is it good for society? Is it acceptable? Do we want to accept it? So, first thing, first place to create consciousness in this about this problem is the school. Is the high school, to create consciousness in students in schools, in high schools, of the infinite capacities of evil manipulation that social media have, especially TikTok, as the Supreme Court of Venezuela has determined. And in second place, those who have to apply the laws, they must do it. And you know that I don't hesitate. I'm not afraid of anyone or anything in this planet Earth to defend the right to life and to mental health of children, young people, men and women of Venezuela. And what must be done, we are going to do it with the support of our children and men and women. So we're going to have a meeting with the Council of Ministers and the spokespeople of the Venezuelan Federation of Students of Medium Education to continue to advance. Well, Carigua, Portuguesa, I say goodbye to you. I wouldn't want to. God bless you. and God protects you. Let's defend peace. Let's build peace. Let's perpetuate peace so that education continue to blossom in Acarigua Portuguesa and Venezuela in general. See you soon there in those paths. Well, a beautiful journey of start of the second pedagogical moment of the school year 2024-2025. We are in the 7th day of the 2025. And we're facing these days together with our people, activated education, economy, security, national security, intern security, reinforce the right to peace, and continue united as a family and communities in national harmony, defeating demons, and we will triumph with the blessing of God, the right to peace, stability, and life. Happy start of the second moment of the school year 2025. See you soon. God bless you and protects you.
La revolución, defendiendo nuestro territorio, defendiendo sobre todo a nuestro pueblo.
Con un fin terrible de acabar con los servicios públicos venezolanos para ocasionar un caos, porque ellos no tienen calle, ellos no han logrado tener personas, adeptos en manifestaciones violentas en las calles, puesto que lo que intentaron hacer el 29 y el 30 fue inmediatamente, vamos a decir así, cortado de raíz por el Estado venezolano, por la actuación conjunta del Ministerio Público, los órganos auxiliares de justicia, los cuerpos de inteligencia, los tribunales penales, que evitaron una guerra civil. En vista de que ellos fracasan en este intento, fracasan en rebeliones militares, en llamados a que se levanten policías, militares, cuarteles, etcétera. Entonces, fíjate, buscar mercenarios extranjeros ya ha sido varias veces por el ministro Diosdado Cabello revelado, dichas tramas, dichos intentos, todos han sido judicializados y procesados. Y esta nueva acción quiso escalar en algo terrible. Por eso se llama la no Navidad, para acabar con la Navidad de los venezolanos, para que no hubiese agua, no hubiese luz, se creara una